I don't think it's just for wedding clauses, contracts. So even airlines and insurance company, they have like this particular clause for the COVID-19, the Wuhan virus. So why should our wedding contracts or business contracts be any different? Because since everybody is okay with airlines company doing this and like insurance company doing this, like if us as business owners, as wedding photographers, videographers, like if we want to do this clause out there, this act of God or unforeseen circumstances, so I think the client will have to understand us as well. Like if they have to put themselves in not only our shoes, like in their own shoes as well. Like these are like unforeseen, and like you say, like if there's like if you guys choose the date, it's fine. But if like they want like 7 months later, then it's not fine lah.
Yeah, they need to understand why we put that clause,
Right.
because knowing that will actually make them understand and also empathize. I mean, we also empathize with them. They also must understand from our side lah. I mean, it takes two hands to clap, right? So knowing that is actually good. Like it gives you a chance to actually educate them, so they really understand like what is the process. And of course, now adding the clause, it might be a little bit too late, but then I think it's good to have it so that in case in future such things happen, everyone is more well prepared. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone to this episode of Let's Get Creative podcast, and I'm your host Yen Chong from Yen Chong Videos. And if you are new here, welcome. And this podcast is all about sharing our creative vibes, sharing our business tips, and I always invite guests to share their thoughts, share their experience with us. So today we have half of Knockout Studios. Actually, I thought there were gonna be 2. So today we have Jason. Just wanted to kind of like give you a chance to introduce yourself and maybe paint us a picture of how 2020 is looking like for your company.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I'm the co-founder of Knockout Studios. 2020 is like very roller coaster, so it's like a lot of up and down, and we've been busy for the first part of the year, like really busy. Like almost every week we are packed with shoots and stuff. Because Knockout Studios is a creative company, and we like to feature other creative as well on our social media pages, and this is to give our audience like a view of like how other creatives come about and share their stories and something motivational for our audience.
Ooh, cool. It's so quite similar to what I do lah.
Yeah, something like what you do. But
because we did. I did saw some of their recent projects. Very interesting. One of them is the driving around one.
oh yeah,
Last week, right?
yeah, last Thursday we are having a live show.
Yeah. So maybe you can share with the audience what is
Yeah,
it
so-
really about.
Our live show is basically we are doing live, but in a different setting. So normally people do live in a studio setting. They do live while they are, I don't know, having dinner or like eating and stuff. We do it while driving. It's like the James Corden carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, except we are really driving. Yeah, so our main objective of the live thing is actually we are going to pick up our audience, and it's sort of a surprise segment where they can come on board our live show in our car, and we can discuss a topic together while it's live, so that we can have an audience interaction with the live audience and also the guests that we picked up on our car. Yeah. So we discuss topics on basically on things that actually anything that revolve around our industry, like the creative side, the business side as well.
Yeah, because previously that was their debut of that particular project, and I think it was very sudden. Then no one was prepped. Like I wanted to be part of it, but then when I saw it, it was already dinner time, and I really had plans. So
Yeah.
hopefully next time I can join you guys on the ride. Because it's
Sure.
pretty interesting to do it live with like guests randomly pop into your car and
Yeah.
just talk. Maybe just talk random stuff or even some creative topics like these kind of topics. So maybe I can introduce how I know Jason. Like it's actually through like a gathering. It's like a wedding gathering thing that all our this space called Common Space, this Facebook group where they just gather before the wedding season starts. We managed to kind of like chat up.
Yeah.
And very interesting because he just shared things that we have very very in common with. And I'm very impressed that he even have a business partner, because usually do this kind of creative things, I always thought that there will be like creative clashes and stuff. That's why I was very curious like how you guys work as a pair, and like like because it's still business mind,
right.
and it's very it's all revolved between creative and money. Then this kind of thing usually some friends just cannot, but you guys find the right medium and manage to break through with a lot of things lah. But of course, with additional partner means additional resources. So
correct.
I think you guys did very well in that. And after that gathering, I just felt like I need to interview you and like really dig some stuff out. And I think it's the right timing because we were hit by this virus, which we're gonna talk about later. And I'm very interested to see like what our public like all the peers around us doing businesses, creative businesses are doing, and how they navigate it, and what kind of advices that they share online that I wanted to share on this podcast. For people that lazy to read, they can actually listen while they are driving, so that they can like kind of brush their brains out in terms of the contract details and contract management. And also want to find out from Jason himself how he navigate through clients and couples on their recent because of this thing become Orange is DORSCON thing. There was a lot of advisory by the government and also internal their company. They do a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of events gonna cancel and postponing, and now everyone is like got affected lah. So we want to talk a little bit more. But before we go to that, we always have this like quick question rounds to know your guests better. So you have to answer as fast as you can without thinking too much.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. What's the best piece of advice you have received?
Don't flatter yourself.
Wow, fast. Okay, what's something that you failed at?
Planning.
Okay. If your house is on fire, what are the 2 things you run out of?
Passport and myself.
No lah, yourself don't count lah because you're running out,
Myself and maybe my camera equipment, because that's my money maker.
Wow, equipments leh. Wow, the whole luggage full running. If you have one lens to shoot, what will it be and why?
51.4.
Ooh, Canon's one.
I'm using a Sony mount.
Oh,
Yeah.
the art lens ah.
Yeah, the art lens.
Ooh, crispy. I like that. Okay, where's your next travel location?
Wanted to go. My resolution was like to go like one country every month this year, but because of the Wuhan thing, I couldn't go. So now it's on postpone. But maybe Bali.
Ooh, nice. Hey, next time hit me up.
Sure.
Because I want to film Bali. The time I went there once, but I didn't get to shoot properly.
I haven't been there before. Yeah.
Wow, good. Clean slate.
Yeah.
Go with the best view. Okay. If you have one superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility.
Ooh, okay. You are like the third guest, I think. That talk about
Really?
okay, there's a lot of guests. Either they do flying,
Or
invisibility. I don't know. I think these 2 is like the most well loved superpower.
Yeah.
But why? What you want to do with visibility?
Can be there while not being noticed.
Oh, okay, that's true. I think especially for if you are doing some like on the spot like event shoot, that you wanted some natural moments where you don't want to interrupt.
Or you can sneak into the plane and like get free travels.
Oh, shady. I knew you were gonna say something like that. Super shady. Okay lah, but then again, save money lah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so what's the best movie you ever watched?
Interstellar.
Nice. That's mine also. Okay, if you weren't in this industry, what would you be doing?
Sales.
Okay, 4th person to say that. Yeah. Okay, so we have cleared that. Wow, you are very fast and efficient. That's good. We can jerk until 20 minutes, then we can clear this part. Yeah, the intro usually very long, but it's good that you clear fast and efficient. Okay, we come to the main topic of the day, which is quite serious one. So no more funny shit lah. The current situation of the coronavirus and what measures that we are doing for our business, and also a little bit of contract management, because I felt that these 2 go hand in hand. If not, we just talk about virus, but we don't talk about the contract. It's a little bit weird. So maybe you can share. Maybe I can share. I can start sharing like what's the current situation, and kind of like the measures or the venues and the hotels are taking for their clients and also for our couples lah. So basically, we recently just changed it to orange. DORSCON orange. So I don't talk about. Okay lah. For me, I got affected because of there are like a few segments. So there are company level, schools, and also like general public. So when you change the DORSCON, right, the schools are not allowed to have assemblies and stuff. So to reduce contamination lah. So in that case, some of the schools' activities got affected. I have one of the project with Jack from Treehouse got cancelled because of that. Some personal passion project, and because it involves students.
I see.
So because of that, cancelled. So parents are also wary of it. So they were trying to reduce the chance of that lah. And for companies, it's not like you can't do events. It's just that because companies have overseas guests or like this kind of it's more like a bigger scale events where there will be like hundreds of people. So like NUS also got affected, so they cancelled most of their programs, which I got affected because of that. Then for wedding couples, I got a few cancellation or postponing sort of. Currently is under postponing because they are still liaising with the venue and also other vendors to see whether the other proposed date is okay. That's provided some are paying penalties, some are not. So that part we'll talk a little bit later. But hotels, what they are doing now is some provide they are obligated, I think, to provide sanitizers. They are not obligated to provide masks because mask is like rare now, super rare. But I have attended a wedding last week to shoot. The couples are actually quite nice. They provided like boxes of masks for everyone, like one each or like a couple each. So these are some of the measures that people are taking, and the hotels are also like taking their initiative, and of course the standard temperature taking. So all the counters that you see in hotels, almost all locations now have that scanner thing. You put a sticker. I also got affected because I went to Safra to swim. They locked all the entrances except for one, so that you have to go through their particular temperature scanning so that you can get a sticker stamp lah. So these are a few changes here and there that you might get affected. Yeah. So for maybe you can share a bit more now, like what as your business, how you got affected and what are you doing now? What are the measures that you're implementing?
Okay, so because I personally do wedding as well, so far honestly I haven't been affected. Yeah, so far I haven't get affected, but touch wood lah, don't get affected. Because I have a wedding shoot this coming Saturday. It's actually day. So we are actually heading down together to the hotel, to actually see the location and how are they taking the measures together with the couple. Yeah, so that's what we are going down this Friday lah. But as Knockout Studios, cause we are more of like a corporate company. So we are not really affected by the virus itself, but we have to take care of ourselves as well, because if like us business owner and the shooters, the photographers, the videographers, if touch wood we somehow got affected or like 传染到
spread.
Like we kena the virus. We can't actually, we have to serve the 14 days, and so many other clients will get affected. So we have to really take care of ourselves as photographer, videographer or business owners to take good care of our health lah, because this kind of thing is really unpredictable. So you have to stay as safe as possible. So if you are not feeling well, ASAP go and see a doctor.
I think self-care is very important. That's something that I actually wanted to ask you later on, a little bit later on. As for me, I got affected. As you mentioned, like this Saturday actually is a very good day. Right? It's 22nd of Feb 2020. I got affected. The couple cancelled their wedding. But then I'm shooting on behalf of another person. So I'm not directly contacting the couple or the hotel. But the hotel advised them to postpone it. So I'm not sure when the postpone is going to be done. I'm just a third party thing. So, but I definitely got affected by that. As for corporate, I know that clients actually wanted to have some shoots, but not intending to. Also because their calendars are also starting to get postponing or cancelled. So that event, especially event spaces, got hit quite bad lah.
Correct.
Then, as for me, what measures I take is I make sure that I have self-care, like wear masks, always wash your hand, that kind of thing. Try not to shake hands or like try not to help to carry your client's stuff lah. Just make sure that they know why you are doing that. And I usually started with like, today I'm not going to shake my hand. Usually I have like, hey, but because of the virus thing, we try to keep minimal contact. That's what I did with one of my clients. Then my client also understand, because he also tried tell me like, now the protocol in their company is try to stay away lah. Everybody just do their thing, or the company have a plan like maybe shift A people will work in office, shift B will work at home. Then they will swap. So I think a lot of like funny changes now, but these are good practice lah to reduce contamination lah. So as for me, my contract has stated something like along the line of like act of God. So if there's anything beyond control and stuff,
unforeseen circumstances,
accident or something, we have the right to kind of like change the date, provided if we have. It's a very grey line lah. In terms of corporate, we don't enforce this much, but I feel that in wedding,
we have to.
Chances of it happening is higher. Because corporate depends on what. If it's an event, then it's usually quite straightforward. If you can find replacement, good. Cannot find replacement, then we might have to do for my circumstances, it's very good because I have a 50% non-refundable deposit.
Correct.
So whatever happens, I if they cancel anything, it cannot be refunded. And the 50% non-refundable deposit is also use it to block the date. So if you paid that, you are allowed to block the date. But then if anything happen that you can't execute it, like you cannot have the event like start and I can't shoot, I can't refund you that, because it brings on to another point. It's called opportunity cost. Because if I block a date and if I give you a chance to change the date to another date where my clients are actually paying more, then there will be this gap of payment lah. So that part it's a bit touchy lah. If you want to tell your clients this kind of thing, then they'll be like, now you're like trying to extort me lah. Like, why are you trying to tell me like all these things where I just want to from the client and of course from the couple's perspective, they want to, hopefully they can change without any penalty, or of course if they can shift every vendor that they are liaising with without affecting them, then of course that's good. But I felt like as a business owner, you have to be genuine and tell them in a logical way. Like you have to calculate to tell them like, this is what everyone is facing now, and no one wants it to happen. But we can also be, we can also try to sympathize from the client's perspective. Like as much as we want to keep the cost to zero or no additional cost, they have to understand that this clause of non-refundable deposit is like a lifeline to almost all creators. They are providing the service lah. So this part, I think communication is the key to like really tell the couple or the client they are working with, and that's where the contract management is implies lah. It's not just a piece of paper to just send them and sign and treat it as nothing happened, but they really must understand every single clause that you put is to protect both of you guys. If you don't put and you don't educate them, so I always write like I always send the agreement, then I'll just tell them, if you have any unsure things about the contract, please tell me about it. I will explain that clause and why I put that clause. Because if not, they will just like, some clients are just like, I want to brush it off, faster get to the project. But they don't know what they are signing. And of course we are not trying to scam them and putting a secret clause and say, I'm gonna it's gonna be like a 200% instead of that 100% thing. But we will state it in both the agreement and also in the invoice. At least for me lah, because I big kiasu. So usually the payment terms, like the 50% non-refundable, I will write it damn big so that they can actually read. It's really to is to make the business stay afloat. Because if we keep changing for other dates, and actually like usually couples will change to another hot date,
Correct.
which will be very dangerous for you because you change, right, means the next couple in future that want to book you will have no chance to book because I assuming people that change the date will either change to end of this year or change to next year 2021, which a lot of people now in 2020 are planning their wedding for 2021. So if you are going to change your current couple to the next year, then your new couples won't be able to book their 2021 dates, and you are flat out on 2020 because no one want to get married.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, so I think this is one part that they have to, as business owners, you are obligated to tell them why lah. As much as it stings, no one wants that, but they have to be fair to the whoever they are serving them lah, because venues are also losing money because of that, and we are doing our best. And I want to tell the couple and whoever clients are out there, right, don't take this as like a must cancel, must postpone. I felt that it still can be done. If you don't have much overseas guests, I think that it still can be done. But if it's something very close to who someone that is very close to you that are able to join, then maybe lah. But if you can proceed with the wedding, don't need scared, because I feel that the current situation and the current arrangement that the government are implementing is good enough to have events. But if you really cannot
Practice good hygiene, right?
Yeah, I think hygiene more important than just cancel.
Yeah.
And a lot of couples cannot cancel also because of the penalty. So we empathize, like we really understand it's not it sucks lah overall, but they must understand like why we are doing what we are doing lah. Because if not, every business will just like crumble lor. So yeah.
Yeah, there was actually one couple that did their wedding. They didn't attend the wedding at the venue. They did it through a live stream. I don't know if you've seen the article.
Oh yeah, in China, right?
Yeah, no, in Singapore.
Oh, in Singapore?
In Singapore, yeah.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
They gonna quarantine ah?
Yeah, so the couple came back from China.
Oh.
So they got to serve the 14 days thing. But their actual wedding happened in one of the days.
Oh.
So all the guests were there at the ballroom, everything. But the couple wasn't there. But they were dressed up in their wedding gown and whatever lah. Then they attended the wedding. They give a speech through a live stream, thank everybody that's there, that apologize that they couldn't be there. It's quite cool lah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you make you are flexible with the idea, then I think it's actually okay to have it like this way. But some couples will be like, oh, I really pay for the full experience, and now I'm like shortchanged because of this. Yeah, so it really depends on how flexible whoever that you want, who are the planning events and stuff. If you are okay with it, then good lah. I mean, go ahead with the plan. Just have an open mind, because no one want it to happen, and everyone is trying their best to reduce the damage, be it monetary or no morals. So maybe for the next question is like, because we already share like what projects that we are having and got delayed. So maybe I share a few of the protocols that other companies are doing lah. So from what I know, Northing Visuals, who are very close partner in photography, wedding photography, and also Twist Photography. Hello Jordan. I just know him last week, and surprisingly he's a listener, because I don't know that he exists, and I don't know that he listened to my podcast until I met him last week on the wedding shoot. Then he was like, oh, are you the guy that do the podcast? Then I was like, yeah. Then I was like, yes, I am the guy that does that. Then I was like, then we have a chat, and he felt like this whole thing is very meaningful, and he learned a lot. Then thank you, Jordan, for listening. He also gave a tip lah, that just nice aligns with Northing Visuals. So what they do is they don't touch the guest phones. You know, usually photographers will take, then they will like 顺便 take people's phone and take for them.
Yes, correct.
So the intention of it is just to reduce the chance of having contamination to themselves lah. And I think some guests will find it rude, because usual case is like, oh, okay, it's just a 顺便 thing, then the lighting is good and everything. But because of this virus, we try to reduce physical contact, and they wrote it on their company like IG story and explain why they do that, so that when couples or clients ask, then they understand lah. It's not them not trying to serve you, but again, self-protection, self-care. So that's one of the tip. And also Wei Lun from Together Pictures, they edited their clause. They added this whole chunk, particularly targeted to like something like Act of God. They write. I'll write it. I'll post this whole chunk. I'll paste it somewhere on the description lah. Whoever they are listening, right, is more of talking about unforeseen circumstances, and they highlight particular the virus and also the venue intervention. So sometimes hotel tell you not to hold the event, that this kind of thing happen. Then what they can do now is to check the next available date. Some the vendor will provide the dates. Like, okay, these are the dates in 6 months later that we are available. If you can change the date, if you can pick the dates that are available, then there won't be any penalty. But if you want to choose the date yourself, like I want it particular, like maybe 7 months later, then you have to pay the penalty for that specialized date because of the opportunity cost. So I think this kind of small little detail changes, I think, is quite critical lah. When nothing happened, then of course it's good. But when something happened like this, so niche, right? I think it's really good to really like branch it out, every single little thing.
It is like I don't think it's just for wedding clauses, contracts. So even airlines and insurance company, they have like this particular clause for the COVID-19, the Wuhan virus. So why should our wedding contracts or business contracts be any different? Because since everybody is okay with airlines company doing this and like insurance company doing this, like if us as business owners, as wedding photographer, videographers, like if we want to do this clause out there, this act of God or unforeseen circumstances, so I think the client will have to understand us as well. Like if they have to put themselves in not only our shoes, like in their own shoes as well. Like these are like unforeseen, and like you say, like if there's like if you guys choose the date, it's fine. But if like they want like 7 months later, then it's not fine lah.
Yeah, they need to understand why we put that clause,
Right.
because knowing that will actually make them understand and also empathize. I mean, we also empathize with them. They also must understand from our side lah. I mean, it takes two hands to clap, right? So knowing that is actually good. Like it gives you a chance to actually educate them, so they really understand like what is the process. And of course, now adding the clause, it might be a little bit too late, but then I think it's good to have it so that in case in future such things happen, everyone is more well prepared lah. And for me, I feel like if I really cannot shoot on the day, like what you mentioned just now, the anak-anak quarantine, right? I will try my very best to find replacement, but expectation will change. So really have to tell the client that whatever vision that you have might not fully, be able to communicate through to the next videographer lah. I mean, everybody shoot differently, and you cannot expect me to morph someone else to shoot the same way ma. So expectation must be really set at the start. Like, oh, okay, we can still find a replacement for you, but these are like the things that might be changed lah. So they really must understand from our side. So these are all the small changes that I want to mention out there, so that the listeners can understand like what are the small changes and what you can do to actually help to let your clients or your couple understand better. Then another thing from another vendor, he's John 15 Photography. He got affected by the wedding change of date, but now the couple is coming back to negotiate to see whether can split the date, like to split the hours. So maybe 10 hours shoot, he wants like 6 hours there, 4 hours another day. So some companies, they do split charges. I don't know whether do you
for my wedding site is standard 10 hours or either can split into 5/5 or 6/4.
But 5/5 same day lah, 6/4 same day.
Yeah, correct.
But what if it's different day?
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that. But you still give them.
But I still give them
6/4 another day.
And it will be different charges like different charges. It won't be the same day bundle deal because you have to factor in all the time that you need to travel and your fuel or like your Grab rides or your transport costs.
So that's considered split day charges,
Yeah,
additional
split day
charges.
charges, correct.
So definitely it's going to be more expensive, right? Yeah, so this part also is a grey zone. Like to the couple, it'll be like, yeah, 10 hours, but you just split into 5 lah. But then again, they don't understand, like, you see, just now he explained, the travel costs, even
time.
opportunity costs. Imagine the day that you split is another very big company client, like price. Then the opportunity cost. So actually, John 15 Photography released his contract clause as they will also, imagine the couple do that thing, pull that stunt, change to another date, and the date cost him a certain amount. He is gonna give the proof to the couple and let the couple pay the additional opportunity cost, which is a little bit touchy. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong because everybody's their own style of doing business. I don't know whether the couple can accept that lah. I think it's a good clause to protect yourself because I felt like, okay, imagine you split the date and the next time you kena one is like 10 times the revenue.
Yeah, correct.
Will you still be able to accept that?
For me, if let's say I already accepted the first customer, I think it's a business ethics to actually, if let's say confirm say, if I didn't have the clause, if I didn't have the opportunity clause, if I take the first couple that want to split day, but I had a bigger revenue, as a business ethical way is to take responsible and just do the first couple,
Okay.
and find someone else to do the bigger revenue one.
Okay.
But
Fair
if
enough.
let's say I have the clause written down, I will definitely ask them to either cancel it or I find a replacement. I won't be there personally.
Yeah, I think setting expectation. I think I'll do the similar thing to you. I will still take the business, but I'll make sure that I'll tell them that I will actually send someone over because I already have commitments. But rest assured that you have already vetted through whoever that's gonna shoot on that day,
Right.
so that they can be more chill lah. Like they won't be like, wow, you change another person to shoot. But it will be more tricky for me because I'm selling my own name as
I
my
see.
company. So Yan Chong Video not having Yan Chong to shoot is a little bit weird lah. But depending on your client or your couple, if they know you very well, like work with you before, much easier to tell
Yeah,
them
right.
and they understand from your perspective. But if it's a brand new client, it's a bit-
The trust level won't be that high.
yeah, like between corporate and client, corporate
Couples.
and couples, right? I would rather shoot the couple one because it only happen once in a lifetime.
Correct.
But for clients' work, sometimes it can have a little bit of leeway a bit lah because all corporate events are quite similar lah. I mean, most of the things are similar, but couple one is a little bit harder, and I think I need more attention to that. I really need to put more.
It's more
effort.
personal lah. It's more
Yeah, it's
personal.
very hard for me to edit someone's work when some other people are shooting. So if I'm editing another person's work, it doesn't translate lah because the storytelling factor for wedding is much higher than the corporate one. The way that we shoot lah, but that's more technical. But yeah, so this is another way that other companies are doing. For Melvin, I don't know his company name. He got 4 couples got postponed. Wow, sad for him. And Patrina for Merry Moments suggests to offer another date that is available, and they allow a change of date one day for free, like change to another date one time for free lah. But I'm not sure what kind of effect that will take place lah. Like again, opportunity cost. Imagine the next time they got another date that has another couple that be willing to pay more in future that now they don't have, but then they change it. But when they change it, then notice that, now 12. Imagine 12. I got another couple willing to pay double the price. So that whole chunk is gone because of the change of date. So these are those small details that gonna cost a lot. You really must change your contract now, like right now, to make sure that what kind of arrangement you want, so that you are better positioned to advise your client or your couple. Because you might change it, but then if you don't explain it well enough,
And they will get,
you might find that you the person might find you like a bit shady. Like,
yeah.
why are
why
you
you changing this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this now?
You need to tell them like these are changes due to the recent thing, and we are trying to strike a balance lah. If not now, no black and white. It's very hard for the couple to understand like where we are coming from. Then the contingency plan, like what we mentioned just now.
If we get quarantined.
Yeah,
Mm.
I assume you're gonna find another person.
Yeah, So if let's say touch wood, I got quarantine. So I'll touch wood. I'll explain to the couple first, like apologize that I couldn't be there, but rest assured I'll find you a quarantine. I'll find you a replacement that like you said, I better through the person, make sure it's up to par with my standard, and we could do a replacement of my services with them. And also, if they are comfortable, if we get quarantine, maybe we can pass on the entire project to someone else.
But then they might not get the effect that they want lah. Yeah, so manage expectation. It's really very tough lah.
What will you do if you get quarantine?
I very scared. I seriously very scared because I'm usually one man show, and if I got affected, same as everyone, I will try to find replacement. I will still hold the business lah as much as I can, but I will edit their work. I'll tell them that half the process will be taken over by me. Like I will still do I will still put my vision into the work. Not saying that, I mean physically I won't be there, but I will still do the work. Like I don't want them to feel like they just throw to another whole new person to do. I take pride on my work, so I'll make sure that I will at least be part of the project. I mean, I will explain why I'm being quarantined, and this brings me to like overseas shoot. Like, do you have any overseas shoot like upcoming, or you've any plans, measures that you are taking?
I no. Last month, I had offering overseas in Thailand, and June in Mongolia. So the Thailand couple haven't get back to me. I think because of the current situation.
Yep.
Then the Mongolia also haven't get back to me because of the current situation.
Sucks. Like I mean everybody. I also have one in Korea in June. I think also won't have takers lah. I'll assume that there won't be any more takers, but actually one thing I'm scared is if I fly over there, then I'm not allowed to fly back.
Yeah.
You know, like because
no,
they ban people like from coming back to Singapore, then we will be stuck there for X number of days, depend on when they want to release us. So these are the small little things. Like everybody is scared to fly out, and everybody is scared to fly back. Because fly back, we scared will have any consequences. Like even if you kena fever, but then it's not related to the virus, they might still treat you as.
I think if you hold a Singapore passport, you can still come back, but you have to serve a quarantine.
Yeah, but then now I think Korea are gonna ban us from flying in.
Over. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So just nice our location shoot is also in Korea. So there's not much we can do on our side. Just pray hard that this whole thing subside. But I can see like the good thing is now there are more people recovering than people affected lah. So that's kind of like a good thing. Like I feel that the news are always trying to exaggerate the news. Like they only write like how many people got infected, but they never write the people that infected have recovered. Yeah, so they just keep adding the numbers. Now 73, 80 something, 90. It's gonna hit 3 digits. Yeah, it hit 3 digits, but the people recovered already. Like they are like I think 25 people recovered out of that 70. So left 50 people. You haven't reached 3 digits. So I don't think the DORSCON level will up any soon. If we maintain this like cautious way of life lah, just make sure that we practice good hygiene, try to minimize contact, especially on your own trains. I think the mask thing you can still wear, but
don't put a plastic bag over your head lah.
Yeah, that's just too much. That's just too much. Like you can still wear masks, but I don't think government say that you don't have to wear mask, you just practice good hygiene. Yes, but I feel that the mask is to prevent you from touching your face.
Correct.
Rather than to prevent the virus from spreading. I think is the right approach should be like that. I won't touch and I won't infect myself.
And also, think for others like let's say you're sick but you're not aware. You started coughing or something and you're not wearing a mask or you're not covering your mouth or something like that. You might actually spread to other people as well. Yeah. Also the handrails and the handles. Try not to hold them as much as possible. I feel
the metal handles also, cause it can linger for 24 hours.
Yeah, for metal parts. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't touch lah. Just don't touch anything, anyone while you are doing your shoot. Remain professional. Just make sure that the contact is to the minimal.
Minimal.
I mean, you can still do work, but understand that as a creator, if we stop, we also won't be earning money. So that part is quite crucial. But I did see a silver lining lah. Just a quick one, like a silver lining to it, because corporate clients got affected by. I'm not saying events. I'm just saying like maybe corporate shoots. They also got their events cancelled, which in return they cannot. One of my clients, they are doing like awareness and like brand building, but because their school visits and stuff got cancelled, they cannot spread through the school compound. So the only way is through online. So because of that, it created another revenue stream that instead of them visiting the school, why not they put it online to educate the public and the school and whoever target group they are aiming.
Right.
So I'm quite surprised that because of this virus, it created another way of how people are solving it. Like the corporate people don't just like, stop doing everything, but they actually implement solutions that can also give us a chance to work with them. Like still continue this working relationship.
Correct.
And not waste the chance and just idly doing nothing lah. So one thing I want to tell the corporate clients, whoever they are watching, is take this chance to brand build lor. Like I felt like now I got more time to do brand building.
Correct.
Identify what are your selling points. Really drill into, maybe you can take this chance to learn new skills. I've seen a few of my peers, they travel overseas to rediscover their
This
skills.
timing.
Yeah, he traveled to Israel, I think. He traveled, then he's trying to, because since all the corporate works are already cancelled, so to him he was like, might as well fly and try your luck lah. Like, if you don't go out, you don't explore, then you don't grow ma. So as a creative, is a healthy way to, not saying that we want to slack but it's a way to rediscover lah your skill.
I think going overseas is a really good way to discover yourself. I just went last year for like 3 months, and it also given me a lot of like new opportunities that you can find overseas clients while you're overseas as well. Yeah, making money while you're traveling. So it's a really good way to like rediscover yourself at the same time, finding new opportunities and also meeting new people, getting new jobs as well.
Yeah, he shared with me that time when we met how he find like overseas shoot while he's overseas. I'm like damn impressed, because until now I never get a chance to like do that approach. Maybe you can share a bit more like how exactly you can find overseas client while you're overseas.
So I think it all started when I lost my wallet when I was in Taiwan. It was a 3 month trip lah. So I lost my wallet on my second day, and after that I had nothing. I only have my iPhone, so everything had to use Apple Pay. My cash I have was like limited. So after Taiwan I went to Mongolia, and because there's a corporate shoot, so Point Mongolia, if you want you can check them out. They sponsored my Mongolia trip and I shoot a video for them. Yeah. Then after Mongolia, I still got no cash because even Mongolia you cannot use Apple Pay in Mongolia because it's quite rural, the area. And after Mongolia I went to Europe. So at Europe you can use Apple Pay and stuff. And because my aunt live in Holland, I got my DBS card and my U-Trip card got sent over lah. So I was looking at my U-Trip card and then I just sent them a message, U-Trip. Yeah, then found a way that we can work together, like shoot some photos and some videos for U-Trip. Then they give me some returns ah. Then
how actually maybe we can phrase like how exactly you write to them, so that you don't feel salesy.
I DM them actually on their Instagram. Hey, do you guys want to collab or something like that. Then it's like, yeah, sure, let's send us the email. So I read them a proper email like describe what my current situation is after losing my wallet, and this U-Trip card is my only way of like using overseas So they were quite spontaneous, and they reply me, then I reply back. So it's like we figure out something that we can work together. So I shoot some photos for them, shoot some videos for them. Then they pay me lah. They pay me in return. But other than YouTrip, I also reach out to like local businesses when I was overseas. And the local businesses, some of them are very friendly and open-minded.
This is walk in.
I actually went to a barber shop in Holland, and of course I needed a haircut because after 2 months of not cutting hair, it's a mess. So I went there. It's like a gentleman's barber, men's only barber. So it's the vibe, everything is very amazing. And I went there, got a haircut. That's like I love this place. I want to do something for them. So I sent them an Instagram DM again, and it's like, hey, I left your shop, and I want to work with you guys. So we talked a while on the Instagram DM. Then I think the next week I went down and shoot for them already.
Wow, wow, very impressive.
So I think there's a thing between comfort zones and opportunities lah. So if like you want opportunities, you gotta step out of your comfort zone and actually go and grab the opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like only overseas people are more open-minded.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, I think I've tried before DMs on Instagram, local businesses for here.
Yeah.
They are quite uptight to it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll just straight away tell you, they are doing internal marketing, so don't need such services, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. Maybe I'll try like at least 50 to about 100.
Yeah, actually personally I've been doing it currently also, like sending emails and for the corporate
Does it work?
asking if they want commercial advertisement. Honestly, they haven't get back to me. Like, they're not as open-minded as overseas people.
Yeah, it's like I noticed most of the stories in terms of overseas shoot, most of them are overseas. Like they are more open-minded. They are willing to at least reply you and have some sort of conversation going on. Locally, I try so many. Only one of my I think fated one this place called Kara Cafe. Not sure whether you know. They are Bukit Timah area. Then they are very open to it. I think just nice because the owner told me that at that moment they are thinking of like how to do some social media posts and stuff. So just nice, the boss just wrote to me and said, hey, why not can we just meet in the cafe, then we can just talk more, how does it work, that kind of situation. Then one thing led the other. Then from there I know like 3 of their people, and now he also know that this one of the 3 doing wedding photography, all that kind of thing. So it's actually Nathaniel, from a Little Black Box, that the second guest in this podcast, that he also became like good friends lah, and all 3 of them are one of our good friends lah. So this kind of thing is like if you write and opportunity will come. It's just maybe better luck overseas. Overseas you have much better, higher chances because I have another friend that he don't do creatives, but he do social media marketing and stuff. So he just went to the cafe and just asked to see the marketing person. Then just nice the person was there. Then they have a chat, and now he's handling their social media and the stuff from Singapore. That I think the cafe is in Malaysia.
Oh, nice.
He's handling the accounts here. So if you can just try writing. Who knows, you might hit on one of the people that are willing to move forward with you lah. Which it's been so long since I write to someone on Instagram. Well, last year I got still write, but this year I stopped. I would only work with clients that really want, that's why I go to some freelancer site and those post the job and really want to do it, so that they are more responsive. They are more committed because they take a step out. But cold email, thing still can work.
I think it's my partner Joshua. He said it's a game of numbers So it's like you send in 1,000 emails, definitely got 1 or 2 reply you. And also actually other than cold emails and cold DMs or Instagram DMs, there's actually we try another way, is to reach out to our warm leads, people that we have already worked with before, and ask them if they need another video or another shoot. So I think that's another way of have recurring customers, and that's what
remind them.
Remind them, hey, we are out here, so if you need anything else, you can come back to us again.
Sure.
So I think that's what most businesses will want, recurring customers. And how to get them is like, honestly, it's like through your warm leads and your past clients.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. And I think connection is also very important, networking connection. So if you meet the right amount of people, and if you put yourself out there, like open yourself up lah, like don't be so close-minded or like receptive of people. Like you can have opportunity not just for them but also for yourself, because if they need your services, they will actually have you in mind.
Yeah, like just make sure that you appear, like just kind of remind them lah, like online, hey, we are here, and like like just speak up a little bit. If you always keep quiet, then of course your client will slowly fade and forget you.
Correct.
But another way is, I feel that all your warm leads will remember you is keep posting online.
Yeah,
Keep posting
correct.
your work. Keep talking about why you're doing what you're doing, and when they keep looking at your posts, they will keep reminded that, oh, you are doing videos, you're doing photos. And I usually ask for my clients' IG, because they're usually the people that I'm working with are also handling their IG handles. So they will just keep, I will see like, oh, they have watched my story. So from there I know that, okay, this person remember that I'm still doing this. So they will, whenever they think they want to do video or photo, they'll immediately think of you, because you are always posting, you are always appearing in their lives without them knowing. So they just happen to see you there. Okay, so maybe we can go back a little bit, like back to the contract thing, because it's very, we want to keep it within, but it was quite a good chat. How was it? I think those are quite, because I always been wanting to ask you that. That time we didn't have a chance to go in there, and the Mongolia trip was like so fun. Like the way you say it made me feel like going there. Then maybe you can go back to just one part of the contracting. If a newcomer wants to come in into this aspect, like this creative aspect, like is there any sources out there that you can share?
Actually, there is.
Oh, there is. What?
There is okay, so there's this website. Is I think Singapore Legal Advisory. Yeah, so they have not just clients contract, they have like partnership contracts, business contracts, divorce contract, any kind of contract. It's like it's like a free downloadable PDF.
Wow.
That you can actually download it through that. I need to go and look up the website again. So if I'm not wrong, it's a Singapore Legal Advisory.
Yeah, I will just list the.
Yeah, he link it in the description.
Yeah.
And also, if let's say you don't. Okay, because the one is just a template, so you have to change it based on your own personal liking lah, or like you feel that what is needed to protect yourself. So another way is actually to reach out to your friends that are in the industry for some time. Like don't straight up, hey bro, can I have the contract that you did for the client? Maybe you can like have like, discuss more like how can you do it up yourself. Like what are the important parts that is needed with your friends that are in the industry, or like mentors or anybody lah.
Yeah, like just ease into the topic. I mean, it's a bit hardcore if you just go straight to I need the contract for this, blah blah blah. Just need to balance a bit now. Like we have if you network enough, you should have enough peers to advise you. You can just mention a topic and see who is willing lah. Like now I don't even know got such site that provide free. It took me a while to figure it out, like what to type. Like asking quite a bit of people on certain part of the contract. Like I don't ask exactly like the full contract per se, but I will just ask like, for Act of God, what should I add? Then they will just say, oh, maybe you can add this. Or I listen to podcasts and people mention about contracts and how they do their things. Then from there I'll just tweak a little bit here and there.
Okay.
But you always, for me is maybe I will change it every half a year to kind of like see through, is there anything that
I think it's important to review the contract.
Yeah, because some clause might not be relevant to certain types of clients that you are working with, like at that moment, like maybe a group of clients that you are currently working with. I also write things like raw footage, who will handle, is there any rights that we have, should we delete the clips, and how long should we keep the clips, because some of the NDA clause that your clients might in return give it to you, they sometimes will say that they have the rights for about 3 years. After that you can post it online and you won't have any consequences lah. Some NDAs is for life. You're not allowed to disclose anything at all. But clients slowly think that it's not very valuable anymore lah. Like after 3 years, maybe it's not no point keeping it lah.
Yeah, true.
So these are the little small clause that you have to understand lah. Yeah.
There's this clause I saw on somebody's contract. Earthquake, typhoon, natural disaster in Singapore, terrorist attack, or like bomb explosion.
For me, is I just write natural disaster,
Yeah.
i.e. flooding or earthquake or whatever. But I didn't write it like all these big chunks. I just say unforeseen. So all these are understandable.
Really
You don't have to write so
unforeseen.
many things. You just
Yeah.
write a few examples. Actually, now the virus, just write the virus thing, etc., etc. Then we go mild a little bit. Just want to ask, like, what's the biggest mistake you have made in this business that you're holding on?
Actually, it wasn't this business.
Oh, some
Yeah.
business.
It was another business before I started in the media industry. So this is quite sad quite sad because when I was like 19, 19 I had this business with my best friends in poly.
Oh, you got a friends want to do business.
Sorry?
You got a lot of friends want to do business.
Yeah, but so they were my best friend in poly lah. But so we trusted each other a lot, so we didn't have like any black or white agreement.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't want to name who lah. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So when I go into NS, they went MIA on me, along with all the. They took back all the equipments and
Oh shit.
profits that we made, and I couldn't do anything about it. That was the biggest mistake of not having a contract written down.
It's a group of people.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow, sucks.
Yeah. I wasn't angry at them or what. I'm just disappointed because they were my best friends and I trusted them so much.
But when you are serving NS,
Right as I enter NS.
then they are also serving or?
They got in earlier than me.
Oh, so they are already in army.
Yeah, they already army.
Then they pull this kind of stunt.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a video company or what?
It's a rental company.
Rental.
Yeah, it's quite small so.
Oh. Okay. Wow, you are playing. Yeah. Wow, this is a very expensive thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mistake that I made but so it also served as a very important lesson that I learned from the mistake and not to make the mistake ever again.
Make sure that it's enforceable lah. Like you already talk to someone that understand or enforce before. Then in case something happen, it's much easier for you to just put it out there and let them face the consequences lah. So which part of the project you are most passionate about?
I would say the on-set shooting would be what I'm more passionate about. So planning and shooting is something that I really look deep into. While the editing part, I never say I never look into but like I will pay more attention towards the planning and the shooting because planning and shooting you have like a limited time. For editing, you can actually take a break and actually sit back and look at everything in a bigger picture.
Yeah, true. Like you can really take your time
Yeah.
and visualize it lah. But on set usually clients are paying everyone there. So if you don't execute, it will roll back to post editing because of the poor setup. Then I feel that oh my god, my throat also got a lot of.
Same.
This is why you shouldn't drink coffee in the morning, because coffee creates phlegm or like the sticky thing in your throat. That's why you irritated. So yeah, it's true that shooting is, but you need to know your technical side lah when you are doing the on-site thing. That's why you need to practice beforehand. Like you know what you want to shoot, but you need to practice so that on set you won't kalang kabut lah.
Yeah. Test your equipment before the shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you're using a glide cam, a gimbal.
Yep.
Your camera,
Balance it first.
balance it, calibrate first, or like the audio equipment, or like anything like, I think do like what Armin did to you, like force prep everything first.
Yeah.
Before the day
Try it
before
out.
shoot. Yeah.
Check your memory cards, charge all your batteries.
Yeah.
if you're bringing light stands, make sure that they're working, they're not flimsy. Tripod.
Sliders.
For me, I always feel very scared if it's memory card. Like if it corrupts.
Yeah.
So this kind of thing you to prepare in case when you on then suddenly it's corrupted. Is there anything you can do? Is there a spare memory card?
Yeah, spare memory card is important.
Yeah, then just practice caution or like a lot of things. There's 101 things that are gonna go
Can
wrong.
go wrong, yeah.
Yeah, so like even audio equipment on this, you need to know what's your plan B. So that's why you bring extra is good, provided you can afford it lah. Because bring extra means pay more ma. If you cannot afford it, then rent it. Last time I very gung ho just bring one. So if it's screw up, you're screwed, man. Like luckily I never kena, but now I know, so I always bring an extra stuff. Like if my plan is to shoot with a wireless audio recorder, and if it screws up, I brought another test cam recorder. So in case I cannot monitor, at least I still have a recorder to record.
Right.
Like I won't like tell the client, too bad, I'll just use the onboard mic or the whatever shotgun mic that they're doing. Wow, your quality will drop, I tell you, confirm will drop. So yeah, things like this, do some prep so that you don't screw up on the actual day lah. Maybe you can share with us, maybe the last question is how you gonna plan to grow your business in 2020 for our listeners that now are facing this crisis?
Okay, so 2020 is a really exciting year. So we just actually only launched our social media program at the start of the year. And the plan for 2020 is actually to have 1,000 followers at the end of 2020, and consistency is the key lah.
Yeah.
So we have different contents lining up for the company, the social media page. And all these social media programs that we do are mostly not profitable. So it's just to actually share other ideas, people ideas, stories and visions, and to actually influence a bigger crowd. So this is not profitable lah, I gotta say.
It's always like that.
Yeah, so the main thing about that is building audience.
Yep.
So if you have enough audience in the industry, because having a target audience is very important, because I attended a workshop that say that if you target everybody, you are targeting nobody.
Yep.
Yeah, so have like your target audience written out properly for you guys and cater your content for that kind of audience that you're trying to target, and having not just one program running. So for example, we have I've ended an episode on the account. It's called Shooting with Jason, as I share with some ideas and
who is Jason?
Yeah, who is Jason? Alright, so
He's Jason.
So like they can like understand, like not say the basics of basics. So these are already the Shooting with Jason episode is actually catered for people that know a little bit about photography or videography. So it's just like some extra tips and tricks that they can use for their during shoot lah.
Oh, I saw then the episode with Ariel one.
Yeah, the
super
one with Ariel.
good.
Then thanks. Then so that one is one episode. The featuring other creative is another content. So we're gonna have the live video coming up as our third content, and also past projects that we're gonna put up this week as well. Yeah, so you guys can see actually the Mongolia video this week as well.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I have a private viewing through his phone. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, guys. If you haven't seen their Instagram, right, they are doing a lot of content, and I think it's good if you want to do this content with another friend, so that you can keep the momentum. You can account for each other,
bounce up each other.
Yeah, because for me, I'm like dry. But I was still. That's why I bring another guest to spice things up.
I think it's really good what he's doing over here, like because everybody's opinion is different, and having a lot of different people have shared their different opinions to other people, and the show can actually bounce off other guest ideas as well, and share like to a bigger audience that what the guest is trying to say out.
Yeah. Initially, I do this to kind of benefit me a little bit. Not saying that I'm trying to take advantage, but I invite guests that are more veteran than me or having more experience than me.
I'm not more veteran.
No, but what you see in the business is very different from me also. So the approach is different. So when you share something that is from your perspective, I learn something. Vice versa, when I share something from my perspective, you also learn something. And also our guests learn both sides of the views. Like we may or may not agree on certain things, and we share why we have certain vision of it. And I think from there, this three-way dialogue helps a lot in terms of like the big picture. Like there's no right or wrong, because in business it's just decision makings and what you do.
That's right.
And we're just sharing like why we do what we do lah. And we are putting it out there so that everyone knows. And I think one thing why I do this is also to let people know that they're not the one facing it alone.
Correct.
Because when you're doing
That's very
business,
important.
a lot of peers they will just think that because they don't talk to enough people, they're just like, why am I affected by this virus? Then no one speaking about it. But I put it out there to make me feel better, to make everyone that is facing it feel better. Yes, we got affected, we got hit, but I feel that it's a good segue to do other things lah. Like if you have any passion projects you want to do, this is the best time to do without affecting your business, because since your business is very affected, do something that can brand yourselves better. So that's why this month and next month I'm also doing branding. Hopefully I can ask our friend here for some tips later to do some branding stuff lah, because I think they are very good at branding. How they position themselves, they are very clear cut. I myself is still figuring out what I want to do, because there's wedding and also corporate, but they are very clear cut that they want to do corporate branding. So it's something very important lah. If you sell to everyone, you sell to no one lah. So is there anything our listeners can like get a tip from you for people that up and coming that want to join in this very turbulent year?
I think if you have a clear-cut goal of what you want to do, like if you want to enter this industry, be it as a freelancer or full-time or anybody lah, I think the most important thing is to have the courage and just do it. But you have to have a plan out. If not, you're going to struggle very hard at the start. Because for me, I didn't go to film school, so everything was self-taught.
Same.
Yeah, I was from engineering, so so
Same.
I got to like I didn't plan out when I was just started out. So everything was trial and error, mistake after mistake, and those mistakes are the lesson that I learned. So I think it's very important to have a timeline plan that what are you going to achieve by the end of this year or half a year, this year, next year, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I think the best tips that I can have, right, is actually to find a mentor.
Oh, another one. Yep.
Yeah.
I strongly agree. You're the third person to say find a mentor. But then again, it's very hard to find I wouldn't say the right mentor. I would say like it's very hard to click. Like
With
if
the
they don't
mentor.
know no one, then how they gonna find a mentor? Yeah. That part, finding mentor is a bit tricky lah. Like the moment that you feel like the person can value add in your business or give advice, I think it's good enough mentor.
Yeah, don't have to find a mentor. So
Yeah.
even for now, my friends are actually coming to me for advice that they want to start their photography journey, whatever that is in this media industry lah. I'm not saying all my things are correct, but I'm not teaching anybody. I'm just actually sharing my own experience and how the mistake I make, so that you guys don't make the same mistake.
Okay, that's a good tip. So, thank you today for coming over
It's my
to
pleasure.
share your the golden nuggets. Especially the last part. Oh my god! I mean, not contract related, but really very good. If anyone have any questions or if you have any topics that you want us to talk about, do send me a DM, write to me, whichever channel that I am. Let me know. If you have any questions that you want to ask my guests in future, also do let me know. I would love to ask them. If you just, I'll write the handles down, and maybe you can share with us what are the platforms that you are posting your stuff, websites, that our guests can find out more.
So if you want to see our social media content, Shooting with Jason episode, featuring other creative episode, you can go to our Instagram page, Knockout Studios Official. And if you want to reach us out, you can actually, there's actually all the stuff is in our bio. You can email us, call us, or anything lah. So I think next time where we can have you to our show instead on our live video.
Oh yeah. I always wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
Secretly fanboying.
So maybe you can catch him there on our channel. It's like a collab thing.
Yeah. I'll definitely be there. Just let me know the time and place.
Okay, no
Then we'll definitely join.
Yeah.
I'll write everything down the handle, so you can just really go and check out their work. They're really very good. And I think this marks the end of the podcast. We will see you next time. Bye.